Next we will create color variation for the leaf part. So as I was explaining before, we'll be focusing on the leaf first. Then once it is done, we'll move on to the trunk part. So for the color variation is a little bit more complicated than the than subsurface. So we'll open the master material. Just keep it here so that it'll be easier to see. One second, let me just make this a little bit bigger. Okay, because we should be able to see the tree as well. Keep the tree on the side. So for the leaves material function, so open the material function for the leaf. For some reason, it's going to the other monitor. Okay, so we have subsurface controls here. I'll just move this out of the way. So we will use the color variation nodes over here. Okay. So first of all, we need a material function for the color variation node. Okay. So how that looks like is we can actually create a group here called leaves diffuse. So diffuse controls for the leaves. So we'll be using this subsurface mask which we created, and then the leaf albedo. Then we create two functions. So one of the functions is basically for the color variation, and the second function is just for the leaves color. Okay. So first of all, let's go and create a material function. And the materials advanced material function mf underscore. We will call it leaf color variation, or we can just call it mf underscore color variation, because we won't have any color variation for the trunk. So just mf underscore color variation is good. Open it and keep it here. So we have a material function. So here what we need to do is to basically create some function inputs as we did earlier. So function input, we need two of these. Control D, duplicate, and we call the first one as albedo. So we are using albedo as the input. So vector 3 is good because it's a color texture. Then for the second input, we are going to use same vector 3 as a leaf mask. So the second one it should be a leaf mask as an input. Okay. And we had and I'm going to create two reroute nodes named reroute. First one is called the albedo, just say albedo in, and the second one is named root mask in. So we have to use these three for these two for some specific purpose. So Control S to save, and I'm going to group this into something called input, and we'll change the color to something weird, like this, just to keep it obvious. And we have to use these two inputs to create the whole material function for the color variation. Okay. So we'll be using a global noise generator. So noise generator is a noise texture that is based on the absolute world position. So what that means is when I move the tree around, like when I move the tree around in the world, this noise texture will remain in place. So it is based on the position of the tree. So when I move the tree around like this, when I move it, the noise texture will have variation. So for each tree that is placed in the world, the color variation pattern will be different. So that means you're going to get a lot of variations in it. So that is how it should be done, because if every tree looks like the same pattern, or if it gets obvious, that won't look good, or that won't look random. So that's what we are going to create now. So this group will be we can create somewhere here. Okay, so first of all, what you need is the absolute world position. So just type world position. Okay, this is the input data. So this won't work by itself. This one has to be connected to something here. Okay, so I'm going to use the only the x and y axis. Okay, the z axis is not to be used. So when I move the tree up, it won't have any effect. But if I move the tree around the x and y coordinates, there will be change. Okay, in the noise pattern. So what that means is I need to use a mask. It's called component mask. So just type mask, and by default I will have the red and green channels checked on. Keep them on. I don't need B or A. Okay, just the R and G are good. Then the next step is to multiply this with a factor. Okay, so this factor represents the how much this value has to be multiplied. So when I multiply this, and we can give around like 0.001 for now. So that means it will be reduced to a small fraction when I multiply it. Then I need to have a control over how much color variation I need. Okay, so again multiply this with a constant. Now I need to use a constant parameter. So press S on the keyboard and left click, and just rename this. So leaf color variation. Leaf color variation, and I will give it 1 for now, because if I give 1, that means 1 multiplied by anything will be the same value. It won't change anything. So leaf color variation, I will give it a group. We can actually call it under the albedo group. So right now, how many groups do we have? Let me open the material instance so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So for the leaf, right now we have, let me check, in my tree leaf, we have about one is trunk leaf, that is the option to switch between trunk and leaf. 2 is subsurface, so we can use number 3. So 3 underscore. Okay, so you can use a 3 underscore for this. 3 underscore albedo controls. We can name. We can give it a sort priority of 1 for now. So that is good. Then we need to use a noise texture. So you can download any noise texture from any website, or you can create something yourself. So one of the examples would be a cloud noise texture. But I created one, so I saved it in this noise folder under the common textures. So this is the texture I'm going to use for this random variation. And after multiplying this, connect this to the UVs. Now when I move this share material around, when I pan it, you can see that the texture is like keeping at the same place. That is because we are using an absolute world position with this red and green channels masked. So that'll make it stay in one place. Okay, save it. Then I'm going to clamp the values between 0 and 1. So RGB, so clamp between 0 and 1. That is good. Now I need to make a copy of this. Duplicate all of these, and what I'm going to change is, so this one, again, instead of leaf color variation, I'm going to name it so leaf color macro variation. Okay, so this is a much more focused variation. Like this is much more smaller fractions. So instead of 0.001, I'm going to give it 0.0001, like making it much more smaller increments. Okay, and default value for this, I'll keep it as 0.5. Okay, so clamp, everything is the same. Mask, R and G are the same, so now nothing changes. So this value is like 0.0001. Then multiply with this, and you get the texture sample, all the same. Clamp is the same. Now we need to name this as noise. You can call it a maybe a world noise generator. Okay, world noise generator. Then we need to multiply these two into one value. Here I'm going to multiply these two, and it is not done yet. So we need to do something here. That is like this value has to be somehow combined with the leaf color variation node. So here we have a noise generator based on world position. So we should use this mask to mask out the color which we are going to assign. Okay, so for the color we need a constant 3 vector, because we need the 3 channels for R, G and B, and name and convert this to a parameter. So this will be leaf color variation. Okay, and I'm going to give it some like a color like give an yellowish tint for now. Okay, maybe less bright color maybe here. So that should be good. And this one I need to use a blend overlay, just like we used before. So blend overlay is somewhat similar to the overlay in Photoshop. So right click, blend _ overlay. So with blend overlay, like what's the benefit is that we can actually blend this with the albedo. So the albedo is over here, albedo in. So use the named reroots, albedo in. I'm going to blend it with the albedo. Okay, so the color is being blended. Then what is next is that we need to clamp this value between 0 and 1. So I'm going to use a saturate node, saturate between 0 and 1. Okay, then I need to lerp it, like I pass this through a linear interpolate. So what that does is right click, linear interpolate, or you can call it lerp. This becomes the alpha. So the noise texture becomes the alpha, and wherever there is white, you will see the top. You will see B, and wherever there is black, you will see A. Okay, So A is albedo. So albedo is like wherever there's black, you will see the albedo color. I mean the albedo. Then wherever there is there is white, you will see B. So B has to be the blend overlay result. Okay. So blend overlay, I'm just going to drag it to B. So this will give you a nice what is it, random color variation for the leaf. Okay, and let's combine these into one big group. Let me move all of these down slightly and give it a bigger group. And this is color variation. So this is color variation for the entire leaf. Let me give it some different color. So here just give black so that it will only show the outline, and this will be the noise generation. So this will keep it clean. Drag out the result. Now save it. Now what will happen is for the next part we have to do a random color variation. So this is based on noise. So this is color variation based on noise. So we need to combine this with blend this with random color variation. So how do we get the random color variation? So for that we need to use another constant 3 vector. So +3 and left click and convert to parameter. So this one is leaf random color variation. So we can use the same color as this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this color. Can I copy? Yeah, copy the color, paste it here, and we use the same blend overlay. So blend overlay. So blend overlay this with the random noise. Okay, random noise based on color. Sorry, random color based on noise. So these two are blend like overlaid. Then so we have two outputs here. One is a mask, that is the leaf mask, and the albedo. Okay, so we'll use these two here just to filter it out, and you use linear interpolate and connect the mask over here. So named reroutes mask in. So this will have to be used as the alpha here. Okay, then we have named reroute albedo. Albedo will go in here as A, and B has to be this coming from the blend overlay. So these two will be connected. Then so this is actually the random color variation. Okay, see, random color variation. So after this we need to have a switch. So that switch should be a choice between if you need the leaf color variation on or not. Okay, so that switch will be like right here. So static switch parameter, which is like leaf color variation, like a question. So true means has to be coming from the lerp. Okay, then false means it should come from the albedo. So albedo means like we don't need any color variation. So that is what the albedo means. The switch we can keep here, connected to this one, and the output will go from here to here. So that completes our random random color variation node network. So what is left is only a cleanup. So this has to go to a group albedo controls. So the sorting order we will do after testing it. Okay. So now when you look at the tree, mi tree leaf, we have something under. Oh wait. So I haven't connected this here yet. So for the under the mf material function tree leaf, go into our master materials and choose the mf color variation and drag it here. Okay. So the mf color variation needs to have two inputs. So one is a leaf mask and the albedo. Okay. So leaf mask is actually the subsurface. So where is subsurface? Subsurface in. So we just use named reroutes subsurface in, subsurface mask. Okay, connected here. Subsurface mask. Then we need the albedo. So named reroute albedo in. Connect them both, and the result has to go to the output. Okay. So the output has to be going to named reroute declaration. Okay. So this is actually leaf diffuse. So keep it here. Now let's name this group as leaf color variation. So let this be here. Now for the diffuse, we should change this to change this albedo in to leaves diffuse. Okay, so we can't use this. Remove it. Named leaf diffuse. Sorry, not albedo. Named leaf diffuse. So use this one here because this one will be having the color variation already in it. So save it. So you saw a little bit of like a flickering going on the tree. So that means the material has taken effect. So when I go to material instance, so we have albedo controls here. So use color variation. So click on this. Then we have some controls. So now it is like calculating. Okay, let me check if the color variation is working. Leaf color variation. So 1. The 0 means nothing. If macro color variation 1. I don't think there is anything going on here. Yeah, so leaf color variation mean 1. Leaf color variation. So let me change this to something else. So when I change it to some blue, yeah, I can see that there is something happening. Yeah. So let me go into buffer, base color, and when you move the tree around, you will see that there is a little bit of color change going on. See, it's now actually moving along the tree based on the noise. Okay. So when I deselect it, you can see that the color variation is working. This is random color variation. If I keep it like this, maybe pink. So we can try with weird colors. Okay, so that you know exactly what is going on. So for the color variation, maybe we can try with something like this. Slightly yellowish leaves, and change the pink color to something like bright, close to green, like that. And you can see that some of the leaves are like turned yellowish. So that is what this color variation does. I can control the macro variation. So I just make it like 0.1, and the leaf color variation I'll make it 0.2. So it'll be very very subtle, but you can still see the color variation happening on the tree. So that is how you do a color variation on the tree. So when I check this off, like use color variation, it is just taking the diffuse color. So like it won't be showing any color variation effect. I just increase the value here. Maybe keep it like 0.6, and this is also 0.6, and check this off. So this is default color, and this is with color variation. So that's what color variation does. I'll just move this tree, just to show you better. So just copy this tree, and we'll see if both the trees have totally different effects. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 1, and this one also 1. See, if you look here, like both these trees have totally different color variation effect. So this really helps to get really good random variations on the trees without changing the textures.